stressed about moving? Well, you shouldn't be, because moving can be an exciting time for personal reflection and preparation for new beginnings. In this video, I'm going to be discussing a few of my personal tips and tricks that can hopefully make moving easier. So if you want to reduce your anxiety, keep watching. I'm a licensed realtor for the state of Maryland and also the state of Georgia. And I love helping people just like you gain all the knowledge you need to be successful in your house hunting journey. If you are looking to relocate or need help finding your next home, feel free to give me a call, shoot me a text, or schedule a Zoom meeting. And if you want to be first to know about my next video, subscribe and hit that notification bell. I recently heard that moving is one of the top 5 stressors in life. And I don't understand why moving is even on the list. I am someone who has moved multiple times, and I feel that if you are prepared for your move, it won't be as stressful. Moving on the list is higher than divorce, getting married, and even having a kid. And so I don't understand why that is the case. So I wanted to get on here and help people that may be stressed about moving and give you some tips from an article that I found that really resonates with me, being that I'm someone who has moved a lot. I currently live in Maryland. I have lived in Georgia, Kentucky, Florida, Nebraska, California, and a few other places. I've moved a lot, to say the least. So I understand what it is to move. And for me, moving was always pretty fun. Me as a single person was really fun. I just got into it, turned on some music. I like to organize things, so I kind of made game out of it basically. And so I just wanted to give some tips and tricks that I learned myself, as well as the article that I found here. So the first one here I'll start with, it says, start your move by editing your belongings. So basically you need to go through your stuff and get rid of stuff. So if you know you're going to be moving at a certain amount of time, you can give yourself some time to plan ahead. You can just slowly start with old documents. If you're a paper person like me and you want to just get rid of paperwork, but you don't want to carry it with you, go through that, shred it, get rid of it, and just declutter your house first so you're not taking old junk with you. The second one on here is eat all the food. So yeah, you want to clean out your refrigerator. You don't want to take any perishable goods with you on your move. You want to start fresh. You can take things like noodles or dried goods or cereals or things like that, but the milk, cheeses, and the things that are in the refrigerator, you want to get rid of and try to use. So try to plan your meals ahead of time and be we're not going out to eat, we're just going to cook with the food that we have so we don't waste it, and you can just get rid of it that way. The next thing on this list is arrange for donation pickups. So basically going to the Goodwills or the thrift stores and giving your things away, or selling them on places like Facebook Marketplace or Craigslist just to make some money before your move. Consider whether or not you need movers. Are you moving down the street or are you moving cross country? So you decide whether you do your research and call different locations, and you can get different quotes on prices because they can range from low to high. So call around and get your information there. Snag free boxes. That was my thing. When even my friends or family asked me about when they were about to move, I would be make sure you go to Walmart at 11 o'clock at night, go get your free boxes, or other places that are offering free boxes like grocery stores or liquor stores. You just go there during the times where they're packing their shelves and they have boxes that they can give you. Walmart is now, it used to be the case years ago, but now a lot of the boxes that Walmart have say Walmart on them, and they have to go back to their local distribution center. So you just gotta ask them, because sometimes you might reach down and get a box and like they're like, we gotta take this one back. So just kind of like, don't be afraid to ask. The next one is color code your move. This was my favorite thing to do. Before I purchased stickers on Amazon and I knew that those were available, I had my own color coordinated. I had color paper, so I took that and cut it into squares and put it underneath the tape, and I put that on the boxes so I know which color goes for which room. And then when I would have people help me move, I would put that piece of paper, the large piece of paper, in front of the door and say, this color goes here. So you don't have to even read, you just need the color match for the people that are helping you move. The next one on here is stock up on clear packing bins. So this one I agree with and I don't agree with. When it depends on how far you're moving, because and if you're using not international but statewide movers or whatever, because your boxes can get broken if they stack heavy stuff on top of those plastic bins. It depends on how sturdy your plastic bins are. I would suggest, if you're moving long distance, just stick with the paper boxes, because they stack better, because some of the plastic boxes have hooks on the side and they might not match up with your other box that doesn't match. So just figure out which one you want to use with that one. Create an inventory. I did this before as well, because I've moved myself as well as used movers. So when you use movers, not just the ones you get on uhaul.com where you have like a local me or you, like put their profile on U-Haul and say, hey, we can move people over the weekend. Not those people, but the people that have businesses. They normally come to you with a packing list so they are not as liable for your things. And you just want to make sure you know what stuff is in the boxes, especially if you're not the one packing them. I've always been one of the people that wants to pack all of my stuff because I want to know what's in all of my boxes, but sometimes you don't have enough time for that. So just make sure you are aware of what is being written down so you can get all your stuff when you're there. Number your boxes. That's the same thing as inventorying your boxes. Well, inventory what's in the boxes, then you know how many boxes you have. Again, when you have a larger moving company, they do this for you. They'll have stickers for the boxes and they'll number them 1 through 150 or how many boxes you have. Pack one room at a time. So if you're packing yourself, just take your time so you can go through things and clean out things and be able to do it efficiently. This says pack your multi-purpose room first. So if you have like a junk drawer basically, or a junk room where you have a bunch of different things in there and you don't necessarily have that same type of room in your next home, then you probably want to put those in specific boxes. The next one is label your boxes on several sides. So yeah, because when you stack your boxes, maybe 4 sides of the box is covered and only one side, and then that side doesn't have a name on it. So when you have multiple people helping you move, they can see where this box goes and you're not left with a stack of boxes in your living room that need to either go upstairs or to the basement, and you could have had help when they were there and now they're not there anymore and you're stuck doing more heavy lifting. Don't empty out your dresser drawers. So this one I agree with and don't totally agree with, because, well, it depends on how far you're going. So if you are moving locally, this is an okay thing to do. If you're moving across states, this is not something you should do because your drawers can get broken, simply put. So you don't want to do that and you don't want them to be too heavy. This one I found interesting. It's lay a piece of string underneath your tape. So I'll probably incorporate this one on my next move, wherever I decide to go next. But yeah, you put a piece of string underneath the tape so you don't have to use scissors or a box cutter. When you get to where you're going to open all your boxes, you can just pull the string. It says, leave your clothes on the hanger. So yes, you can do this with wardrobe boxes as well as just general boxes that fit hanger size that are big enough for a hanger. You could take them off of the hook in your closet and fold them in half and lay them in a box flat. And then when you get to where you're going, all you have to do is put them on the hook. Same thing as for wardrobe boxes, but I feel like wardrobe boxes have a lot of unused space and they become bulky and heavy because they're almost half my size anyways. They're more than half my size, but they're hard to kind of pick up and walk with, so it's kind of like wobbling. So put your linens, towels, and other soft items to use. So yes, use your towels and things to fold up like glass things, roll up things so they can be more protected when you put them in boxes. You can also use pots and pans to protect things as well. So if you have something small and fragile, you can wrap it in a towel, a dish towel, a couple of dish towels, and paper, and then put it in one of your pots, and then put that pot inside a box. So it helps with taking space of the box, so the box doesn't get crushed and then your item gets crushed in there. So it is very, very helpful to do that as well. Wrap plastic around your products so they don't spill. So I guess this would be like lotions and things, but if you are using a larger moving company, they prohibit you from packing those types of things. Some companies that are larger, they have prices for you to pack your things yourself, or they have prices for them to pack things for you. You can still use them, but they have those two options for different price points. So, and they'll still say, don't pack liquids. So, but if you still pack a liquid, wrap it, double wrap it, put it in a Ziploc bag, whatever, so it doesn't get messed up. And then if you do have a liquid in one of your boxes and it messes up things, then they're not liable. So you take that risk. Pack your suitcases. So use your suitcase as a box. So that's pretty simple. Take pictures of the back of your TV. This is a good thing. So, or your computers or anything like that. So you know how to plug things back up again so you're not confused, and it'll save you time once you get where you're going. You can also use vacuum seals to do things like clothes or comforters to save space. It says don't save all the cleaning for the last day. So yes, clean as you go so you don't be as stressed. Group boxes together according to your areas. So if I was to box up the office, I'll leave everything in the office once I cleaned up the floors and cleaned up everything. Same thing for the bedroom, same thing for the kitchen. And so everything's kind of coordinated. And then when it's stacked into the moving truck, it could still be together. The next thing would be disassemble anything that can be taken apart. So if you have like a kind of plastic wobbly shelf or something like that you want to keep, even though it might stand tall, but you don't want movers to put like boxes on that shelf if it's not like a super sturdy shelf, and then it becomes broken by the time you get where you're going because it had stuff on it that it probably wasn't supposed to. So if you can take it apart, take it apart. So once you get where you're going, it says start with the beds and lay those down. If you have a box spring or the railings, if you don't want to wait for those, just lay down the mattress so you could get some rest. Next thing would be to continue with the kitchen. Give yourself a deadline so you don't get overwhelmed, and put on some music. Like I said, putting on music definitely helps when you're packing and unpacking, so you can stay motivated and you're not as stressed during your move. Another one is for procrastinators. Dump a box out on the bed or in the bathroom or in the middle of the floor, because I've done that before too. So just so it's like, okay, I'm doing this because I don't want to procrastinate, or I want to get this done. And I don't want to be walking over junk all over the floor. So I'm going to be like, okay, it's in the middle of the floor. I'm going to put this here, put this here, put this here, and everything gets put away like that. Clean and recycle as you pack. So if you have all of that packing paper and bubble wrap all over the place, it's easier just to have a quick bag that as soon as you're unpacking or unwrapping your dishes or things like that, you just toss it in the bag that you have right next to you or the trash can, so you don't, one less thing to stress over. Once you're done unpacking, you turn around and you have paper and bubble wrap all over the floor. Eliminate your empty boxes. So basically, one of the other things you can do is sell your boxes. Even if you got them free, you can sell your boxes once you get where you're going on places like Facebook Marketplace. I've done it before just to like get people to come. Like I'll put free on Facebook Marketplace, or I'll put like 30 boxes for $5, like something that's reasonable. But yeah, it's a way to make the $5 back you might have paid someone else on Facebook Marketplace to get their boxes. And basically then if you bought the boxes for $5 and then you sold them for $5, you just rented the boxes and they were free and you made out. So yeah, I would just say there are many things that you can do to lower the stress level for moving, and moving will not be as hard. So like I said, I've moved a lot. I have a lot of experience with just being in different states in general. So if you like this video or like the information I provided, please like, share it, and subscribe. And if you have any questions, feel free to put those in the chat. And if you are looking to move to Maryland, where I'm at, you can give me a call and I can help you find your next home. Thanks for watching. Bye.